temperature is starting to fall, the perfect time to warm up with a hot meal.
You have your nutritionist Donna Weihofen here with some ideas straight from the farmer's market.
Oh, squash. There are so many squash on the market. I want to show some of the types I bought. I'm going to deal with the butternut squash, which is the first one on the table. And then there's just a whole variety. Some people have different names for them. Maybe this one's called sweet dumpling, or this one's buttercup. And we're all familiar with the acorn. And you deal with squash, and it's a little bit difficult because they're hard as a rock.
Yes.
And only some are appropriate for some recipes. I wanted to make a soup, and I did have some leftover acorn squash, so I thought, well, maybe I can use acorn. Well, you cannot peel an acorn squash without killing yourself.
Okay.
No way would that work. So butternut squash has a nice mild flavor, and that you can peel, because you can use a potato peeler or a knife and peel it quite easily. But to cut it open, you can also kill yourself. And I had a friend who really did a number on her hand one time. So you can take a knife like this and go like this, and then crack it open, and that's very safe. Or you can put it in the microwave and soften it up.
Okay.
So I did that, and you can actually cook it in the microwave too, but be sure to poke it, because otherwise it could burst on you and you'd have a real mess. So put it in the microwave to soften it up, or do what I just did here. Okay, so my butternut squash soup is super good and mild.
We have just under a minute.
Okay, made it with the chicken stock. Here it's apples, potatoes. So it's got apples, potatoes, carrots, and it's just fantastic. And then I wanted to do a main course. So I did this pork stew. This is really good. It's pork tenderloin, and you just brown that. And in the pork after that, you have onions, mushrooms, potatoes, squash. You just cook it in chicken broth. And at the end, you add an apple. The seasoning in here is thyme and fennel.
Okay.
Fennel, I was telling you beforehand, has this kind of subtle sausage flavor. So it gives you a touch of flavor of sausage without putting sausage in it. And the thyme actually is a really good spice for the soup.
This is definitely comfort food.
This is good, yeah, it's very thick.
Oh,
Yeah, and you can make it as thick as you'd like. You can thicken it a little bit or thin it. But this squash has, like a cup of acorn squash, 22,000 international units of vitamin A. And your daily need is about 3,000, 4,000.
Wow. Oh
my.
So it's just huge. Low in calories, very nutritious.
Go for the squash.
Go for the squash. Bake it, microwave it, cook it.
Donna, thank you.
You're welcome.
You know where to go for Donna's recipes. Check our website, channel3000.com, under the At Home tab, and then go to Food and Recipes. Click on that.